So today we've got an extremely rare V12 Vantage for you. This is a V12 Vantage AMR. To end the life of the V8 platform Vantage, Aston Martin produced 200 V8 Vantage AMRs and 104 V12 Vantage AMRs. This is the V12 version, and it's in a slightly rarer format. It is in a sport shift gearbox format. So the car was available in 7-speed manual and 7-speed auto. They only made 18 sport shift coupes. And to make it even rarer, all of the AMRs carried a halo paint scheme. This does not. This has a completely bespoke Q specification. Let's take a closer look at some of the details. So the first thing that will hit you straight away is this colour, which is incredible. So this is a colour that was used specifically for the Zagato, the Vanquish Zagato. So it was created for Vanquish Zagato. It's called Cosmopolitan Yellow. And it's very light, very pearlescent. And what it does is it just shows all the contours of the wonderful V12 Vantage shape. Hopefully you can pick that up there, but as you see it in the sun, it just really comes to life. Second thing we can pick up straight away is this bespoke white painted surround to the carbon fibre front grille, just to give it a bit of a more defined look around the grille area. And then I love the fact that normally the bonnet vents, as you see them here, would be an exposed carbon, but just to give that sort of consistent look on the bonnet, the carbon has been painted by the factory, by Q, in the same Cosmopolitan Yellow. Now looking around the side of the car, these wheels really set the car off. So as an option from the factory, you could choose a number of wheels. You could not get these AMR wheels as a factory option, however. They were purely a dealer fit option. They were expensive. They were available in black and in silver. Most were ordered in black for those that did buy these upgraded wheels. In silver, I just really think they stand out incredibly. And just behind those wheels are red brake calipers that just really bring out the wheel even more. Interestingly, with V12 Vantage, it has carbon ceramic brakes. But importantly, they are super high spec and incredibly powerful. So when this car was in production, it was one of the fastest decelerating cars that you could buy. And of course, when you want to go quickly, being able to brake is really critical. Coming round to the rear of the car, you'll notice as we go through, it has all of the traditional chrome work. So the side strake is in chrome, the window surround, the DLO, this is the daylight opening surround, chrome. The rear of the car, we have chrome exhaust surrounds. So that traditional chrome work that goes with an Aston Martin is still present, despite this being a really sporty car. Now, despite this being an incredibly sporty car, important for us to have a look in the boot. So, V12 Vantage actually, and V8 Vantage actually have a really good sized boot. So it has 300 litres of boot space. It's a hatch format, and this rear parcel shelf comes out as well. So you'd be amazed at what you can get in a Vantage. There's even room behind the front seats for soft bags. So a surprisingly practical car for something that's capable of comfortably over 200 miles an hour. Something also that makes it practical is the fact that it's got a decent sized fuel tank. So behind here sits an 80 litre fuel tank, which gives it a really decent range for touring. So whilst a V12 Vantage can be superbly engaging, actually it's great for a long trip as well. That combined with adaptive damping that came as standard on a V12 Vantage S. So we've got this magnificent exterior. I think now it's time to have a look under the bonnet. So we can't talk about V12 Vantage without lifting the bonnet and admiring the incredible piece of engineering that's taken place underneath. To fit this 6-litre V12 in our smallest body really was an engineering challenge. And as you can probably see, there's very little space left. But Aston Martin have done it, and they've set it as far back and as low as possible. Being an AMR, it puts out 595 brake horsepower or 600 PS, so it is the most powerful version of the naturally aspirated V12. And this, along with the Rapide AMR, were the last cars in our core range to have a naturally aspirated V12 engine. So it's kind of an end of an era. So if you think the exterior is special, even more time and thought has been lavished on the interior. To get this level of finish and this sort of bespoke detailing involves a lot of time with the Q departments. In fact, this is such a high specification, it's probably one of the most expensive V12 Vantages ever made. Its retail price as a new car was comfortably over £200,000. Now, from an interior point of view, some of the bespoke touches, well, straight away, there is a walnut centre dash, which was a special request made specifically for this car. And it's got a mix of dark night, which is dark blue, leather, and Alcantara. So you can see Alcantara all across the dashboard, which is quite nice because it doesn't reflect in the same way that leathers can do. With a combination of a cream truffle through the centre of the seat, and you can see there's this beautiful flute detailing down the middle of the seat, which is also reflected in the headlining and in the rear cabin. Finally, to give the seats a bit more of a contour, there's the Spectron Yellow, just showing some of the contours of the cabin, and it's just beautifully done. Other details around the interior, carbon as well, so carbon door handles. I particularly like the carbon surround of the instrument binnacle, just a really nice touch that catches your eye. And the car in general, it just feels so fresh. I mean, it's done barely over 2,000 miles, and this is a car that we supplied from new and have always looked after, so we know it very well. What else can I tell you about the interior? Well, being the final run of V12 Vantages, actually the infotainment system was superb. So not only did it have the later navigation, but it even has Apple CarPlay as standard. So if you don't like the Aston Martin nav, you can just use your own straight off your phone. Adaptive damping, really high level of extras in the car, including a 1,000-watt B&O sound system with the tweeters that rise up out of the dashboard. So overall, this is a wonderful place to spend time. So overall, what we have here is an incredibly bespoke V12 AMR, one of only 18 Sportshift coupes ever made, and this will be one of one in the world. It had a remarkably high original retail price, so it represents an incredible buy now and an opportunity to own the last of a naturally aspirated V12 era for Aston Martin. Should you want more information, do look on our website, and this car can be reserved online. Thank you for watching.